It's all right. Don't worry, you're in a hospital.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for films with explicit or extreme content that nevertheless possesses artistic merit, cult status, or a fan following.
Cheryl!
Look, Cheryl, there's nothing out there. Trees do not attack people.
Ashley!
Number 10, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This iconic film from director Tobe Hooper actually doesn't possess much on-screen gore.
Oh, that's weird. Wonder if that means something.
That said, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre has more than leveled up its reputation as a horror classic via an atmosphere of oppressive dread, unease, and legitimate fright. Hooper's film was initially rated X prior to editing. That earned Texas Chainsaw an R label by the MPAA. Critics such as Rex Reed singled out this film for its disturbing content and palpably dangerous execution. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of those few pictures where the reported conditions on set can be felt by the audience.
You like this, Dave?
It's a hot, humid, and uncomfortable viewing experience that has scarred filmgoers for generations. Number 9, The Wild Bunch. He wasn't known as Bloody Sam for nothing.
If they move, kill them.
Director Sam Peckinpah turned cinematic violence into an art form with his ultra-stylized, slow-motion shots of bullet squibs and slicing blades. The Wild Bunch was controversial then and now within the confines of the Western genre, a film of flawed, realistic protagonists existing in a dying age. The story here centers just as much upon the relationships of its aging gunfighters as it does that time-honored tale of one more job.
When you side with a man, you stay with him, and if you can't do that, you're like some animal.
These men know that they likely won't see retirement from a lifestyle that's slowly becoming a thing of the past. It can only end with bullets, as Peckinpah sends this wild bunch shuffling off this mortal coil in hails of gunfire and fatalistic dialogue.
You want to come along? Ain't like it used to be, but,
Number 8, Blue Valentine. Adult content within a film doesn't necessarily make it an adult film per se.
I'm so out of love with you. I've got nothing left for you. Nothing. Nothing.
Yet, pictures such as Blue Valentine from 2010 remain controversial due to their inclusion of such scenes. This is despite critical acclaim given to the direction and screenplay. The film essentially documents the history of a marriage, including all of the frank sexuality entailed by that description.
What does even potential mean? What does that mean, potential? Potential for what?
Yet, looking beyond the sequence of oral sex that initially saddled Blue Valentine with an NC-17 rating, we have a film that rightfully earned that critical praise.
I can't do this anymore.
This was despite edits that eventually trimmed director Derek Cianfrance's picture from that rating to an acceptable R.
I love you.
Number 7, The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. The United Kingdom possesses a long and storied history of outstanding gangster films, including this one with quite the unwieldy title.
from now on, anyone who's not properly washed and dressed for dinner is going to have to pay for it.
The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, from 1989, possesses an artistic sensibility to its execution, one that's juxtaposed against moments of shocking violence. This is essentially where the NSFW element comes into play, because The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover isn't an easy film to watch.
A nice bottle of wine. Very nice.
This is despite the presence of Dame Helen Mirren, who dazzles with a tour de force performance.
Tell me what you know!
Still, The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover remains a transgressive film, a rough watch that nevertheless rewards those willing to sink into its unapologetically rough world. Number 6, Shame. The NC-17 rating has become increasingly rare over the years, yet there's probably no question that the very topic of 2011's Shame necessitated such a response from the MPAA.
You're my brother.
So what? I'm responsible for you.
Yes.
Michael Fassbender and Carey Mulligan deliver bold, unflinching performances in Shame, with the former unable to control his sexual urges. The nudity is definitely essential to the plot here, yet Fassbender's character doesn't receive a glamorized or glossed over treatment. Instead, the sex here is explicit, but without control.
What's your longest relationship? Exactly.
It's NSFW for sure, but also extremely well done for a film that is, without a doubt, meant for adults.
Whatever. I'm going out.
Number 5, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. True crime obsession is nothing new, yet there is absolutely no glamorizing present here within director John McNaughton's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
I'd like to kill somebody. Say that again. I'd like to kill somebody. Must mean you go for a ride, Otis.
This is a film that showcases the journey of two killers with a slow and methodical pace, inching ever closely to that explosive moment of ugly violence. And make no mistake, the violence is ugly here in this film.
Did I stutter? Give me the $50 and get out!
McNaughton utilised the real-life stories of Henry Lee Lucas and Otis Toole as inspirations for Henry. Michael Rooker is ice cold in the lead role.
Did you really kill your mama?
I guess I did.
Don't let this 80s production date fool you. There's no fun to be had here with Henry, only a critically acclaimed descent into urban death and hell.
I love you, Henry.
I guess I love you too.
Number 4, Midnight Cowboy. It was the only X-rated film to take home Best Picture at the Academy Awards, but Midnight Cowboy wasn't exactly what that rating entails today.
Well, you want me to stay here tonight. That's the idea, ain't it?
Look, I'm not forcing you. I mean, like, who's forcing you?
This was an era prior to the establishment of NC-17, with Midnight Cowboy earning its X rating thanks to elements of frank sexuality. Granted, times have changed, yet director John Schlesinger's tale of a wide-eyed innocent turned hustler in late 60s NYC remains compelling.
Listen, I don't even know what your name is. I want to know your name. What is it?
My name's Joe!
Joe! Oh, fabulous!
Leads John Voight and Dustin Hoffman possess a certifiable on-screen chemistry, while the latter's portrayal of con artist Ratso Rizzo remains an iconic one for the actor.
There you are, you handsome devil, you!
Not bad. Not bad. For a cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy is a snapshot of an era, but also one that should be consumed by any self-respecting cinephile seeking a balanced artistic diet.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Number 3, Requiem for a Dream. Have you ever watched a movie that you thought was fantastic, while also being an experience that you never again want repeated?
You notice anything about me, huh? You notice I'm slimmer?
Yeah, I guess you are, Ma.
This is how many moviegoers felt after leaving theatre screenings of director Darren Aronofsky's Recreum for a Dream. This critically acclaimed tale of drug addiction was both realistic and relentlessly depressing.
It just seems like 1,000 years ago since last summer, man.
It'll be like that again, man.
It also boasted a cast that arrived armed to the teeth with talent. Ellen Burstyn, Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, Christopher McDonald, and particularly Marlon Wayans all deliver performances of a lifetime. Yet this distinctly unglamorous movie of misery remains a challenging watch.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry.
What is the problem, for Christ's sake?
I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
Number 2, The Evil Dead. The horror genre is beloved by many fans all over the world, yet the sad truth is that many examples of horror cinema come and go without leaving a lasting mark upon the world of cinema.
Does she keep making those horrible noises?
I don't know!
The Evil Dead, thankfully, is not one of those films, starting a franchise that's still going strong.
Cheryl?
It's important to remember just how hard The Evil Dead went back in 1981, delivering practical effects that pushed the envelope in terms of on-screen gore. The humour that would eventually go on to partially define the franchise is absent here.
Hell out of here, right now.
We're actually thankful for that fact. What we have instead is a horror film that went for broke and achieved success on its own terms. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Cannibal Holocaust, ground zero for found footage grimness.
Perhaps the others are right. Maybe we shouldn't push our luck. God knows we've been lucky so far.
Irreversible, Gaspar Noé's unflinching revenge tale. Blue is the warmest colour, a controversial LGBTQIA+ love story.
Pourquoi tu mens? Je mens pas. Alors pourquoi tu pleures? Je pleure pas.
Bad Lieutenant, Abel Ferrara's transgressive masterpiece.
I've forgiven them.
But do you have the right?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A Clockwork Orange. Director Stanley Kubrick was no stranger to critical acclaim, from efforts such as The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut to the transgressive violence of A Clockwork Orange.
It's a stinky world because there's no law and order anymore. It's a stinky world because it lets the young get onto the old, like you, Don.
This effort from 1971 remains difficult viewing today. This is despite the flowers laid at the feet of Kubrick's direction, the film's production design and the performance of lead Malcolm McDowell.
Happy Polly Lodges. I had something of a pain in the Gulliver, so had to sleep.
The latter's Alex DeLarge serves as our protagonist, but he's anything but likable.
How are you feeling this morning?
Fine, fine.
Good.
Instead, we follow DeLarge's circular journey from psychopath to test patient and back again, a deliverer of ultra-violence with no hope of being cured.
I've taught you much, my little droogies.
Does a film's reputation for explicit content make you more or less likely to check it out? Let us know in the comments.
Tell your mother I hate her! Tell your mother I hate you!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.